that'll transition me into our next topic of Tom Thibodeau's firing.
Throw that lob up there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That was an alley oop. Um, you know, so I'll contradict myself a little bit. I like young coaches being hired
Mm.
because I think a lot of times what we see with your favorite coach, Glenn Rivers, aka Doc, and guys like Thibodeau, I was trying to find the clip in the place where I said in our one of our shows back in December that I'm not a Tom Thibodeau guy.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't believe Tom Thibodeau is ever lifting any trophies, and the reason why is because when I journal, I'm a 45 guy. And what I mean by that is that I've developed my own philosophical um, idea that 45 is sort of the line of demarcation. And I mean 45 years of age, where beyond that age, but by the time you reach that age, you're not making any more sweeping changes in your personality.
Right.
Sweeping philosophical, not that you can't experience a trauma that will necessitate a big change, where somebody might have a heart attack at 45 that necessitates that they start exercising and change their diet,
Right.
right?
Put the squares down.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
but you're not going to just do that at 45 if you don't have some kind of traumatic experience.
Gotcha.
Well, not that I'll go into my entire philosophy, but I'm just kind of a 45 years of age guy. And then it's very, very difficult to make those type of sweeping changes without something traumatic happening to you.
Right.
And so in that respect, I like younger coaches
Okay.
because I look at a Tom Thibodeau and you just know he's not going to change his philosophies. He's not going to he's not going to play a 9-man rotation. He's just not going to do that.
Yeah.
And because of that, his starters play 700 more minutes than anybody else's starters in the playoffs. And by the end, they're worn down. That's just what's going to happen. That has happened to him for his entire coaching tenure.
Yeah.
If somebody else hires him, it's going to happen again because he's not going to change. It's the same thing with Doc Rivers. The same reason we can basically write the Doc Rivers script
Every
out
season.
every single season. They're going to have a decent regular season, and then when they get to the playoffs, they're going to have the same problems over and over again, the same weird rotations, the same inconsistency. Nobody's blown more 3-1 leads than Doc Rivers. You can look that up.